Hey guys, so today I'm making a video about hair. It's just my personal curly hair tips. Obviously everyone's hair is different, so you don't really have to follow mine, but just from my personal experience. So here we go. Number one, know your hair. What I mean by that is that I know that there's all these curly hair tutorials and there's a bunch of people who go and just look at, oh, I have this type of hair and it looks like yours and all this stuff. But from my personal experience, that hasn't really worked out. Just because someone's hair looks like yours does not mean that you have the exact same type. What I mean by that is that there's many more things than to just looking the same. Yeah, I have 3C hair personally, but when my curly hair journey, when I was looking for hair products for 3C hair, I came across so many expensive products that I wasted my money on and it still didn't work. And I didn't understand because literally there are girls with hair exactly like mine and her hair came out beautifully and mine's didn't. What I found out was that porosity makes a big difference. What I mean by porosity is, well, I have low porosity hair. Porosity is just how your hair takes in moisture. For instance, low porosity, you can tell, doesn't take much moisture. It doesn't take chemicals, and I'm very protein sensitive also, so that adds into why there are certain products that worked for some people and didn't work for me. So just make sure to know what works for your hair, because you know curly hair products be like this small for like $30. And imagine you have this much hair. Do you know how much money I wasted in my curly hair journey just because I was following other people? So also on that note, make sure to read ingredients, because like I said, certain ingredients will work with your hair and others won't. Like I said, there are bunch of shea moisture products that everybody loves, and just because it has protein, it makes my hair feel like straw, like hay, and it's disgusting on my hair. Number two, my other tip is to not follow the natural ingredients, natural hair, all that stuff. And okay, some people are gonna disagree with me, but this is my personal experience. Some people are out there looking for only natural products, and yes, that is better for your hair, but sometimes natural ingredients aren't the best for your hair. Again, everybody's hair is different, so you have to see what works best with your hair. For instance, one of my favorite curly hair products is the Garnier Fructis leave-in conditioner. If you read the ingredients, it's not like other products that I use that are just full of natural stuff, but my hair likes it. I can't tell my hair what to like and what not to like. Just because everyone's on this natural ingredient journey doesn't mean you have to be. If you found a product that works for you, don't go buying a bunch of products that doesn't work for you just because everyone else is doing that. Of course, I'm not saying go buy stuff full of alcohol and all these things. No, do look at the ingredients like I said before, but just don't follow trends is my main point. Number three, I know I said do you and don't listen to other people when it comes to ingredients and all that, but I really think this applies to everybody. I used to use hair mousse and gel that had a lot of alcohol, but alcohol is drying, and I'm saying that that's a fact. That's not just personally me. Have you ever gotten your nails done acrylics and they put alcohol on your hands? My hands go from super moisturized to super ashy in 1 second. It's literally a gray finger. How can alcohol take that much moisture that quick? Because it's just drying. Just avoid alcohol in your products because it will dry your hair out regardless. And yeah, it may feel soft at the moment, but there are a lot of products, it's just temporary. The next day or the day after, your hair is gonna be feeling crusty and you just don't want that. 4, when it comes to detangling your hair, don't brush it. You probably know this by now just because you have curly hair, but if you're trying to detangle, I recommend going in the shower and finger detangling while you have conditioner. Just because breakage, because at least again, all these are personal tips and it may not apply to you, but I can't really tell that well when I have split ends, people with straight hair. So I could literally have split ends this big and I wouldn't know. So I'm not paying attention. So just detangle in the shower with your fingers, and I just think that's the best way to prevent breakage. 5. Also, by the way, I know that y'all see all these hand movements and all that. I don't always walk around with like 3 fingernails. I know I look super ratchet, but just ignore that. When drying your hair, don't use a towel. That's really bad for your hair. At least for me. It causes frizz instantaneously. Like, I just got out the shower. Why do I have frizz? The towel. So there's 2 things that you can do. You can either use a t-shirt to dry your hair, or me personally, I don't even dry my hair because that's moisture in my hair. Like, water is moisture. Why am I removing that? I just apply my products immediately on just to try to retain that moisture. 6. So for curls that last more than just one day, I would recommend going to sleep in a pineapple style. If you don't know what that means, I can show you right now. So you just grab your hair like this, and you don't want it too tight because then you're gonna pull on the curls right here and it'll lose its nice pattern. So just make it a little loose, and just make a loose ponytail. I don't know if you can see from the camera angle, and just do like this, and just sleep like that. Also use a headscarf, a satin one, and just put it over. That also like won't have the rough fabric just rubbing against your hair and again frizz. I use a satin pillow because I actually look really stupid with the headscarf. Just look, imagine all this hair and then a headscarf. I look like I had a giant sack of balls just like in front of my forehead. I look stupid. So I just use a satin pillowcase, and that's the same thing. 8. So for volume, when I am finished putting all my curly hair products in after my wash routine and all that, I diffuse my hair upside down. By doing that, you get to the roots more, so it adds more volume to your hair. That's just, again, it works for me. Also, once my hair is about 75% dry or 100% dry, somewhere around there, I use a comb like this, and I go in my roots and I just like brush it out, because no one can really see your hair pattern in your roots, so it doesn't really matter to keep those defined. 9. So my hair, I would say, grows relatively fast-ish. It has its ups and downs, but for growth, I actually use these Biotin Pills. I don't know if you can see it. And basically, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you, by taking these pills, your hair is gonna grow. But it does help because it's for your skin, hair, and nails, and it makes it healthier. By making it healthier, your hair follicles will like open up and it will grow faster. So I'm not saying that there's a straight correlation, but by default, if your hair is healthier, it will grow faster. And my last tip, deep condition your hair. So you probably have heard this a million times before, but I'm telling you, it actually makes a difference. Like I've said, I have low porosity hair, so my hair has been dry since like birth, but I have colored hair, as you noticed, and because I have low porosity hair, it doesn't take in chemicals. So to obtain the color that I wanted, I actually had to bleach my hair. So after I bleached my hair and color treated and all that, it actually was so dry. It was so nasty. So that's when I started my like, let's find some new products that work for me journey, and I started deep conditioning. And when I tell you it works, not only in just making it feel softer and nicer, it actually helps my curls, because like 2 weeks ago I ran out of deep conditioner, so I just decided to wash my hair and do everything without deep conditioner, and my curls didn't last as long as when I deep conditioned. So again, that was personally me, but based on that, I'm just gonna assume there's a correlation. Softer, nicer hair makes better curls for the rest of the week. So those are my curly hair tips for you. So I'm not an expert, that's just things I think people with curly hair should know, and I hope you found this really helpful. I am gonna start making more curly hair videos for you guys, so if you have any suggestions, put it down below, and also make sure to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys later.